Yeah, coming on in the final, I had a bit of anger, and I think that kind of spurred me on.
You destroyed this guy's career. That's his second career. Don't you feel sorry for these players?
I'm sure they wouldn't feel sorry for me if they did the same.
How you doing, Gareth? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Great to see you, man.
And you?
So, welcome to What I Wore. So basically, we've carved out the best collection of kits to kind of tell your life story and going to highlight some of your most glamorous moments.
Very nice.
Now, as tradition on the show, we always get our guests to wear a shirt. So we've got you the 2002 Champions League Real Madrid shirt, the one where Zidane scored that goal with you customised on it.
Okay, very nice.
Mind popping it on?
Yeah, no problem.
Good. Do you remember watching that goal?
Yeah, I remember watching the final in Glasgow in Hampden Park. It was a great final. It's nice and snug, isn't it?
Nice. Okay, so we're just going to start with you growing up in Cardiff. What does this crest mean to you?
Yeah, it's where I grew up. My uncle actually used to play for them. When I was younger, I went to watch a few games, and yeah, obviously Cardiff's my home city. I always look out for Cardiff wherever I am. I always check the scores and check they're doing well.
Love that. So you grew up early 90s. Just tell me about these players and what these guys mean to you.
Yeah, I think I used to watch Arsenal a lot. I used to really enjoy watching Henry, obviously, and I used to like watching Dennis Bergkamp as well. Had a great team. Tottenham fans would be happy that I'm holding this, but no.
Big rivals, and how much of an influence was this guy on you?
Yeah, no, a massive influence. He was my hero growing up, obviously being Welsh, left-footed. Yeah, I obviously looked up to him a lot. I used to enjoy watching him play, and obviously now he's my manager.
Yeah. So this was a shot he scored against Arsenal, that crazy goal.
Crazy goal, yeah.
One of your trademark goal for you also. Like, did you replicate this when you was in school, like trying to be Giggsy? Yeah,
of course. You used to, like all kids do, they want to be a player. I used to shout that I was Giggs, and yeah, I didn't have quite the hairy chest, but.
So we're going to move on slightly, going into early days at Southampton. How does a Welsh boy going to wear the white and red stripes of Southampton? I
was 8, 9 at the time, and I remember speaking with my dad, and I was just saying, oh, I wonder if I could ever be a professional footballer, and how do you get spotted by a team? And we played in this tournament down in Newport, and funnily enough, after that tournament, it literally must have been a day before that I was speaking to my dad about it. A scout came up to my dad and asked me to go for a trial at Southampton, and yeah, we never really looked back from that, to be honest.
Moving on slightly, you make your debut
yeah.
in this shirt. How does it feel to put on a shirt and it's yours and it's got your name on it and you're professional for the first time? Like, what is that feeling? Yeah,
I remember my first game, I was so nervous. I felt like I didn't want to go out on the pitch, to be honest. I was 16 at the time. I'd been playing in the reserve team, been doing well, and to be perfectly honest, I wasn't really expecting to be called up to the first team. And I remember one of the boys my age said, oh, I've heard that you might be going up with the first team. I was like, nah, don't be stupid. And yeah, I remember just having the chat and training, and yeah, it was just surreal. Obviously, we used to train on the lower pitches down on the other side of the training ground, and we used to come back in early sometimes, just watch them train and just be in awe of them. And yeah, to then actually be there, it was one of the best feelings. You felt like you made it there and then. So yeah, I loved playing for Southampton. Their fans were incredible, and yeah, I'll always be in debt to them.
Like that Southampton academy setup is breeding so many players. You've got Luke Shaw, Lallana, Walcott. Like, what was it like being amongst these players? Like, what were you guys eating at lunchtime to produce so many good players?
No, we lived in a big house all together called the Lodge at the time, and we used to go to training in a minibus, all singing songs, joking around, and the people looking after us weren't too pleased, but it was just carnage 24/7, and we just become really good friends, become really close, and we ended up winning the Youth Premier League and everything because we were such a tight unit.
Moving on into Premier League years. Okay. You made your debut for Spurs. How was that? Yeah. How was that playing in this shirt compared to this one?
It surprised me actually when they actually came in for me. I knew Tottenham was a big club. I didn't realise how big it actually was until I went to the stadium, the training ground, and they talk to you and show you the history. And because when you're younger, you don't necessarily look so much into the history as what's going on now, and it's such a big club, and yeah, I had an amazing time.
Starting off early years, you know, you was always playing well for Tottenham, but Tottenham wasn't winning, and I remember, yeah. I think Sir Alex said that you was a jinx. Like, how was it? How did it feel? Did you feel jinxed in this shirt?
I actually didn't feel jinxed, to be honest. I got a lot of stick and jokes off the boys, and yeah, I remember just every time we didn't win, he used to be like, "There's another one," like joking around. But I think I knew it's not just down to one player. But it was quite a surreal story. You can't really write it.
So in the show, was it true that Harry wanted to sell you because of the jinx?
I'm not sure whether he wanted to sell me. I think he wanted to get rid of the jinx. I don't know how close they did come.
Would have been a big mistake, boy. Okay, so you get your massive turning point in the Champions League.
Yeah.
What you did to this guy here, yeah, just criminal. Like, do you ever call his mum and offer up your condolences? Like, it's just ridiculous.
No. There's obviously, you see a lot of stuff on the internet, but such an incredible player. People forget how good of a player he was, and yeah, obviously for me it was a big turning point in my career. It made me believe personally that I could mix it with the big boys.
When I look at that shirt, I just remember that your PFA season, just scoring some ridiculous goals. Did you feel like you're most confident at this point in time? Would you feel like this is your best season wearing these two shirts?
Yeah, definitely. At the time, I think at Tottenham it was by far my best season. I felt like I'd gone up another level, and as I think all footballers will tell you, you want to keep progressing every year, and I really did just feel like I took a major step that season.
That season was obviously a kickstart into this Welsh boy signing for the absolute giants for a world record fee at the time.
Yeah.
I'm looking at these names like Carlos, some starry names. When you put on the shirt for the first time, is it like empowerment? Is it daunting?
I just remember my unveiling at the stadium. There was about 50,000 people there, and I was just like, oh my God. But no, it felt amazing to finally be there, because it'd been a long road, that transfer window, to get there. Obviously, I appreciated everything Tottenham had done for me and everything, but I think they did understand at the time that when such a big club like Real Madrid comes calling, it is difficult to turn them down. And even though I was really enjoying my time at Tottenham and I loved the club, and I still do, yeah, to have Real Madrid come for you, you'll regret saying no.
Like, do you ever pinch yourself that you play for Real Madrid? Like, is it always surreal, or is it just the norm now?
No, I feel it's normal. I feel you kind of have to just kind of take it in your stride. You can't think too much about these things, and you just have to try your best, give it a go, and enjoy the experience.
So your Real Madrid current team has like produced like some of the best players.
Yeah, well, Luca, I've been with now for 10 years, so I always say he's like a wine. He kind of matures with age. So no, but he was an incredible player for Tottenham, and he's getting better year after year for Madrid, and yeah, it's been great to play with him.
So I'm not even going to ask you who the best player you've played with.
Oh no, I was going to say this one.
Like that. But what is it like sharing the stage with another superstar?
No, like Cristiano was an incredible player. I thoroughly enjoyed playing with him. Obviously the media try and hype all these problems, which were never there. We got on really well, and no, an incredible player, what he did for the club. The amount of goals he scored, yeah, an incredible player, and yeah, he's still going now. So
we got some of your kits from Real Madrid playing career. I think this one is the best one.
I did like that.
Yeah, talk to me through which kit you liked, which one you enjoyed playing in.
I actually liked that one, yeah, I really enjoyed that. The Dragon, Wales.
Which shirt did you score your best goal in? Personally, I love this one against Liga Warsaw. I remember that one.
Okay, yeah, but there was no fans, so it didn't feel quite
It didn't feel that special, yeah.
So it was... it was a nice goal. Yeah, it was a nice kit, that was. But I think my favourite goal has to be in the Champions League final.
This one here, final with Kiev.
Yeah.
Coming on off the bench, playing in this final, what did that mean? How special was that to you?
No, it was special. Going into the final, I'd been playing really well, been scoring a lot of goals, and I felt kind of angry that I wasn't starting, because I felt like I deserved it. When I don't feel like I deserve something, I accept it, because I'm quite an honest person. But leading into this final, I felt like I should have been starting. Obviously, you respect the decision of the manager and the team, which is not a problem. But yeah, coming on in the final, I had a bit of anger, and I think that kind of spurred me on to be able to score such a good goal, and even take on the second shot from such a distance.
Oh, so, you destroyed this guy's career. That's his second career. You're destroying this guy's career. And don't you feel sorry for these players?
I'm sure they wouldn't feel sorry for me if they did the same. But
I like that.
No, I think, yeah, it obviously was unfortunate that he didn't have a great night, but for my first goal, I don't think he would have saved it anyway. Okay,
let's just settle the debate, yeah? So the manager, arguably, he scored the best ever Champions League goal. Which one was better?
I'll let everyone else decide, but I know what I think.
So we're going to move on to Wales.
Yeah.
Made your debut at 16 with this.
Yeah. Actually, in this colour.
This colour,
This colour, yeah.
Which colour do you like best?
Obviously the red. Yeah. I made my debut. I had number 17 on my back for my debut.
Do you like the little retro look to it?
I do like it, yeah. Iconic Welsh shirt, amazing. I can't say too much enough about Wales because what it means to me. So yeah.
So 16 years old, you made your debut wearing a Welsh shirt.
Yeah, I was nervous again. I remember speaking to my dad before, just saying, I just really want to make my debut for Wales. It's like a big dream of ours, and yeah, it was amazing to do that. And I remember coming on for the last, maybe I can't remember now, maybe 20, 30 minutes, and I set up the winner on my debut. So it was nice, and yeah, one I'll never forget.
So this amazing tournament you guys had in 2016. No one really gave you a chance, but you went on to do so well.
Yeah, everybody always writes the small countries off, but I think deep down we knew we had something. We all, I think everyone knows the team spirit we have in Wales, where it's like no other dressing room I've ever been in. It's just, we're all like brothers. Like everyone says when they go to major tournaments, they're bored, they sat in the room. We literally were never bored. We were always doing something, messing around, watching games, cheering for other teams. Yeah, it was literally like a holiday for us. And as I said before in previous, our media get behind us, our fans get behind us, and yeah, I think we call it the Red Wall, but we really were all together then, and yeah, what an incredible time.
Nice one. So I just want to ask you, one of the most iconic Welsh players, we've got this legend here.
Yeah.
Who is the best?
I can't answer that.
No?
But, let's just say we were both okay.
Both good. So lastly, you're in a burning building. You've got to
Yeah.
save 2 kits.
2 kits.
One based on the best memory, and one based strictly on how the kit looks. So if you pick the messy one, I'm not snitching.
Yeah, I don't know whether to go my first ever shirt, or do I go Champions League final? I'd probably go my first ever shirt, to be honest. I think this was the day I felt like I made it as a footballer. I was at Southampton for 9 years. To get there finally was probably the proudest moment, yeah.
Nice one. Okay, best looking kit here. Like one you would wear to a rave.
I'd always wear a Wales kit to a rave. Yeah.
Which one though?
My best looking kit.
I remember this goal you scored against Scotland.
Yeah, that was a nice one. Best looking.
Best looking.
I just like. I know it's just such a clean, nice kit.
Clean, like the clean
It's the
look,
red
yeah?
of Wales. Yeah, and I've grown up since I was young. Red and white. Obviously, the dragon for me, it's my favourite.
Beautiful. Nice one, Gareth. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
It, man. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.